Okay, editing Natalie jumping in before this video actually starts. I forgot to say this when I was actually filming, but this video does include some mild spoilers from these books here. So if you don't want to hear spoilers about the specific books, I'll put timestamps in the description as to when I start talking about specific books. Or if you don't want any spoilers for anything, then skip this video. But yeah, I'll put timestamps in the description when I'm talking about each specific book and the reviews that I'm talking about for them. But yeah, so you've been pre-warned. These are the books I'm talking about, and I'm going to be doing the reviews for it. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video I thought I would read some 1-star reviews of my favourite books from this year so far. I've had quite a few good reads this year, so I decided I wanted to hurt my own little soul and read some 1-star reviews of them. I basically just like to make myself suffer. Ignore the god-awful lighting at the moment. My ring light is broken and I can't get a new light yet, so we're just having to deal with my ceiling light, and also that's it because it's literally like 4 in the morning right now, but it's great. So so the first book that I am going to be reading 1-star reviews for is Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J Maas. This is the 8th and final book in the Throne of Glass series. This series means the world to me. It's one of my all-time favourite book series that I've ever read, and reading 1-star reviews of it is going to break my heart. So let's have a look. This first one already hurts my soul. Please tell me Aelin and Rowan die. How dare you put that negative energy out into the universe? What is wrong with you? Why would you say you hope Aelin and Rowan die? They are literally 2 of the absolute best characters ever. And the fact that you would say that is genuinely just disrespectful to my babies. And I think you should leave. Bear in mind, this comment was posted in 2017, so it was like 8 years ago, but still. Just no to the negative energy. The next review says, this was posted in 2018. The final installment of the Throne of Glass series. Praise Jesus, this series is finally over. How much longer will I have to wait until it finally fades into the void and I never have to see or hear about it again? The answer is never, because this is one of the most popular series online, and it's literally always talked about. But the reason the glasses are randomly on now is because it makes me look slightly less dead. But yeah, no, this series is one of the most popular fantasy series there is. It's absolutely loved by everyone. Loads of people, well, not everyone, but lots of people of the series. It's one of the best sellers. So I'm sad to say you're never going to get rid of this series. Oh, and then the same person commented on their review saying, someone commented on her review saying there's going to be a TV show for Tog and movies for Akatar, so have fun. And she's the person who made the reviews said, why? I don't think the TV show or the movie is happening, but yeah, you're never getting rid of the Throne of Glass series because it's one of the most iconic series ever. Okay. Why did I decide to do this? Because I'm hurting my own soul by reading these. Okay, next one. Can Aelin please just stay in her coffin and rot? No. And can Rowan please disappear from the world or die painfully? No. Then Manon and Alide can marry and be witch queens together, and Kael and Dorian will marry each other. and the rightful kings of Ardalan. That's the ending we all need. I'd like that instead of the 1,000 pages of torture and Fae porn we know we're going to be. That this is going to be. DNF'd at 23%. No. Okay, so, first of all, how dare you say that Aelin should stay in that coffin and rot, because what the hell is wrong with you? Second of all, Rowan is a king, and he does not deserve to have that said about him. Thank you very much. I mean, Manon and a lead I can kind of see, so that's fine. And same with Dorian and Kale, I can kind of see, but also I'm mad at you for what you said about my babies, because what the hell. Oh, and this is a very recent review. This was posted on the 10th of August this year. Damn. I think I'm going to move on from Kingdom of Ash, because it's already hurting my soul, because this book means the entire world to me. So let's just move on from that one, and we'll find a different book to look at reviews for. Okay, so the next book I'm going to look at 1-star reviews for is Play With Me by Becca Mack. This is one I read in, I think, like February time. This is book 2 in the Playing for Keeps series. I have a very iffy relationship with book 1 in this series, but I absolutely love book 2 and book 4, and I really liked book 3. So, first review. DNF at 2% because he called his dick Lieutenant. Okay, that's a valid reason. Like, okay. I genuinely love this book, so I can look past that. But I did almost DNF book 1 many times, because the main guy called his dick his Sword of Thunder. So yeah, no, I understand DNFing for men naming their penises, because that is just really weird. I actually forgot that he called his dick that, Jesus. Okay, next one. This book didn't disappoint. It's just as bad as the first one. I mean, I guess you think it's good that you at least think they have consistency in being bad. I don't personally believe that. I think this book is phenomenal, and I love Garrett and Jenny, but when I read the line, this book didn't disappoint, I was like, why are you giving it a 1 star? But then I read the rest of it and it said just as bad as the first one. Okay, fair enough. Okay, next one. Who tricked me into reading this joke? I think you tricked yourself, bestie, because no one forced you to read it. But, you know, if someone did force you to read it and you didn't like it, I'm genuinely sorry, but I don't see what you didn't like about it, because these characters are phenomenal. But, you know, you do you, boo. That is just... Okay, I think I'm going to do a couple more for Play With Me. So this next one says, how old is this girl? Sticking out her tongue and flipping off Garrett every other paragraph. And don't get me started on the nicknames. I'm not reading a book where the FMC refers to her vagina multiple times as Disneyland. See, I see the points where people are coming from as to why they don't like this book. That is completely fair. Honestly, I thought her sticking out her tongue and like flipping off Garrett every other chapter was actually just quite funny. Let people be childish. It's just part of the fun, and she's like a little bit of a childish character, but she's a great character as well. As for the whole referring to her vagina as Disneyland multiple times, you know, it has some, like, you know, symbolism. You know, it means that he's going to enjoy the ride. I don't think I can do this anymore. Jesus. See, I see where these people are coming from with this book, because yes, it is pretty cringy, but it's a sports romance. Sports romances are meant to be cringy. But it also has the really cute moments, and I love it. And I just... I think it's a great book. Okay, I'm going to do one more for this book. Okay, last one. Yep, nope, he literally interacted with his dick. No thank you. TikTok was mentioned and I wanted to bath. Be sick. I don't know. I can't pronounce words, okay? It's literally like 4:30 in the morning. Look, if you're going to be reading a spicy book, most men talk about their penis a lot, or they interact with their dick, okay? It just comes with the territory of reading spicy books, especially sports romances. Also, why did the mention of TikTok want to make you be sick? Like, I understand a lot of people don't like TikTok because it can be quite a toxic place to be sometimes. However, it's not that bad, okay? Just, you need to chill. And also, it's a book set in, like, modern day, of course. I'm surprised TikTok... I'm not surprised TikTok was mentioned. But yeah. Wow. Okay, let's move on. I think I'm going to do, like, 4 books for this video. So let's find another one that I rate 5 stars. Okay, we've got The Charlie Method by Al Kennedy. So let's have a look for some 1-star reviews of The Charlie Method. Okay, the first review that came up is already getting me laughing. So, the first one. You're telling me that I just suffered that absolute dumpster fire, all for their swords to not even cross? What? Well, I mean, yeah. It was a why choose romance. It wasn't like a FMM romance. It was... or an MF, whatever it is. It was like... it was a why choose. So, like, and they weren't gay. They were straight men. They just wanted to be with the same girl. I mean, fair. Because I was kind of hoping for that as well. But I still thought the book was phenomenal. Like, I think it's one of my favourite Al Kennedy books that I've ever read. But, you know, fair. Valid. Okay, damn, this next one didn't even give it a 1 star. They literally gave it a 0.75 stars. When I say this was the biggest letdown of 2025 books, I genuinely mean it. There were so many chapters I just had to completely skip through. This was not it. I mean, your opinion is valid. However... not even a 1 star, a 0.75 star. I don't think I've ever seen that in any reviews, ever. But a 0.75 star for this book. Like, damn, you really hated it. I mean, I don't get what chapters you skipped. Was there some more points in the book, even where I was a little bit like, just get to the point already? Yes. Did I still absolutely devour this book and love it more than life? Also, yes. Also, you finished this book in a day. You started it on the 19th and finished it on the 20th. So technically 2 days, I guess, but... whatever. Okay. Next we have Gonna Forget This Book Exists Like a Fart in the Wind. Al Kennedy, do better. That's actually quite funny, I'm not gonna lie. See, the thing is about 1-star reviews is, like, some people do just, like, give, like, genuine, like, reasons why they don't like the book. Other people just give really funny reviews like that, and I absolutely love it. Does it still break my heart a little bit that they hated the book? Yes. But... you know... I've lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah, some people's 1-star reviews are just genuinely hilarious and people are, like, so funny. Low-key, a lot of the reviews are people just saying this should have just been gay. And you know what? That is valid because I was genuinely rooting for Beckett and Will to be together. Because I love a good romance and I was genuinely rooting for them to also have a romance as well as them being with Charlie. But, you know... It is what it is. Like, a lot of people wanted this to be like an FMM romance, or they wanted it to be like they just wanted Will and Beckett to be together, which, like, I mean, completely fair, because I think they would have been a phenomenal couple. However, it was a like a throuple, and it was a why choose, and frankly I found it to be amazing. But I do see where people are coming from, even though I hate to admit that. I hate to admit that I know where people are coming from with this book, because I absolutely adore it. Okay, so up next, I'm going to be looking at reviews for Whom the Bell Tolls by JC Lynn. This is one of my anticipated releases for this year. I was really looking forward to. I have been following JC on TikTok for a while, watching her How's Belle series, and I really wanted to read this book. And I literally am so obsessed with it. I love it so much, and I love the characters, and I think I have convinced my friend Alice to read it, and I can't wait for her to read it, because it's just such a good book, and I need someone to talk to about it, because it's one of my absolutely favourite books from this year so far. So let's look at some 1-star reviews for this book and, you know, break my heart even further. Right, up first we have, reads like someone wrote this the summer heading into high school. All the 5-star reviews are sus, annoyed I wasted an Audible credit. First of all, it's not a waste of an Audible credit, because this book is phenomenal. Second of all, it does not read like someone wrote it like the summer before they went to high school. The writing in this is incredible. I loved the characters. I thought it was beautifully paced. I loved the story, and I felt like you really got to know the characters really well and connect with them on such a deep level. But, you know, each to their own. And the 5 stars reviews aren't sus. The 5 stars reviews are there because this book is phenomenal and everyone should love it. But, you know, whatever. Okay, up next we had, if I had to read Big Boy one more time, I'm pretty sure my eyes would have fallen from my head. I genuinely just think that that's like a cute, funny nickname that you can give to your partner. Oh, and like as a joke, like, I mean. Also, didn't she call him Big Guy? Not Big Boy, but whatever. Everyone likes different things. I thought that was pretty good. Okay, next we have, I don't know how a book can be 600 plus pages with no plot. I'm sorry, did we read the same book? Because this book definitely had a plot. This book had a heartbreak, it had dealing with trauma, it had found family, it had romance, it had spice, it had everything in it. This book definitely had plot, and I genuinely feel like you didn't actually read this book, because there was plot. There was literally an entire plot to this book. But okay, sweetie, you do you and carry on. Okay, this next one says, turns out this book is basically just a compilation of TikTok skits, and you know what? It all makes sense now. I mean, this book is literally the prequel of a series that is on TikTok. So, I mean, what did you kind of expect? But also, it's a good book. It's funny. The characters are so funny and great. And yeah, it has moments that are similar to the TikTok skits, but that's because it's based off of those characters. Like, this story is the prequel of how the help desk got started. So, I mean, everyone's opinion is valid, but your review is not. I'm just saying. Okay, damn, this person went hard with their 1-star review. I'm over 40 years old, and this was by leaps and bounds the worst book I've ever read. You can't convince me that most of this wasn't written by AI, and that all these 5-star reviews also are also AI. This reads like a fan fiction of an already terrible book. It has someone talking to dead people and demons in the afterlife, not wanting to go to some subsection of it because they are an atheist and don't believe. This author is the dumbest person you'll ever encounter. Anyone who gave this a 5-star should be sterilized for the good of the gene pool. Well, I gave it 5 stars. Actually, it's like a 6-star book for me. I'm a real person. And also, the main character's literally dead and in the afterlife. Did you not read the prologue of this book? It's literally about a woman called Lily who dies and starts a help desk in hell, which is run by demons. Also, it's a fictional world, my dude. I feel like this person is like heavily religious, and you know what? Whatever, fine, I don't care. I personally am not religious. And don't believe in any religion, but I feel like the wrong person got their hands on this book and then wrote this review, because this isn't written by AI. It's not a most of the 5 stars reviews aren't AI. Maybe some of them are, but I know for sure my review isn't AI because I personally wrote it. And also, why do you need to go after the author like that? Like, okay, this is something that annoys me about reviews. If, like, an author has genuinely done something bad and horrible, like, it's understandable to hate an author. But if you genuinely just don't like an author's work, you don't need to go at them. You don't need to have a go at an author just because you don't like their work or you don't like their book. Like, there is some authors out there who are genuinely, like, deserve some of the hate they get. But if you just don't like a person's book, you don't need to be horrible to them and call them the dumbest person. And also, why go for the people who give this book a 5 star? Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that everyone has to hate it. I normally say everyone's opinions are valid, but yours are not, good sir. I think I'm going to move on from... Actually, don't know. I'm going to look for another one for whom the bell tolls, because, you know. Okay. Last one I'm going to look at. No words, cause... Yeah, just... in English now. No words, just... Yeah, cause... Huh? Sharky, big guy, please spare me. Okay, so, first of all... Sharky is a literal child, okay? They are literally a child who died when they were... Like I said, a child. And they are called Sharky because they are a kid with a big shark obsession. It's a cute nickname for a kid, so you can't exactly bash on that, but whatever. Big Guy, it's literally a pet name for Lily's partner. There's nothing wrong with it. There's plenty of cringy nicknames out there, and Big Guy, honestly, I don't think is one of them. I think it's quite funny. I think it's quite a funny nickname for like your partner, especially if they're a lot taller than you. Calling them Big Guy, it's just a joke. I don't get why people have such a problem with that nickname. I think it's cute and sweet, but the whole Sharky thing, just no. There's literally a child in this book. Like, Sharky's a child. You don't need to bash on them. Do you know what, actually? I think I'm gonna leave it there after that one, just because there is one more book that I would look at the reviews for, but I don't think I could emotionally put myself through looking at the 1-star reviews of Releasing 10, just because that book means everything to me. It's literally my favourite book of the year so far, and I know that a lot of the 1-star reviews it got at the start of when the book first came out, at the start of the year, were really horrible, and I had a look at them then. So I'm not going to look at the 1-star reviews for that, and I think I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me suffer through reading 1-star reviews of my favourite books. Please like, comment and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell below so you know when I upload. I upload every Wednesday at 5 p.m. with a sit-down video like this, and I upload every Saturday at 4 p.m. with either like lifestyle or reading vlog. But yeah, that is it for this week's video. I will catch you guys next time.